This is Mercedes' new EQE SUV, available for Rs 1.39 crore. What it offers is more space on the inside, more comfort and more ground clearance than its sister car, the EQE S. Now up front, Mercedes' EQE identity is pretty clear. You get this big fore grille that says it's a Mercedes with the big star, but there's also interesting details like these small little stars that give it a textured look. This light bar connects the two headlights. Now around the side, what's interesting is that this bonnet doesn't open. It seems to be nice and spacious here. You'd think you might have a trunk, but no, it doesn't open. What you need to do for washer fluid is open this, put the water here, and well, that's pretty simple. 20-inch wheels on this car. We'll have to see how well it rides. It gets airmatic, and the wheelbase is more than 3 meters long. There's a lot of space on the inside. Around the back, the EQE styling, the style sheet is pretty much the same. Again, these connected tail lights and this nice LED swirl here. Nice and clean, and it has a clear Mercedes electric car identity. Now on the back, more than 500 liters of boot space. There's place to hang your groceries and other stuff, and there's no spare tire here, so when you lift this floor you get even more space at the bottom. Now the EQE 500, this version comes with 408 horsepower and twin motors, and you also get 4MATIC. Mercedes also said it has enough ground clearance to go over just about any speed breaker, so that shouldn't be an issue. But remember, it does have air suspension and 25 mm of extra clearance should you need it. Other interesting stats include 858 Newton meters of torque, which allow this 2.6-ton SUV to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 4.9 seconds. And it even achieves a top speed of 210 kilometers an hour. Where the EQE SUV also shines is in rear seat comfort. Now with these born electric platforms, what you also get is lots and lots of space. And here, because it's an SUV, the H point or your hip point is pretty high. You're sat up from the floor. So loads of space, lots of comfort and good thigh support. You also get your own climate control over here. There's ways in which you can increase fan speed, temperature. You have this huge panoramic sunroof over you, and quality levels in general are pretty much class leading. Now Mercedes trims its EQ range of electric cars very differently from cars like the S-Class. The EQ range gets more modern trim, made primarily from sustainable materials, and they also have a cleaner, very different style sheet. They still, however, manage to convey a feeling of modern opulence and luxury. Now look at the quality on this door pad, for example. Lovely piano black here, this metal finish on the elbow rest. This isn't real leather, it's an artificial material, but it's beautifully finished, and the double stitching just makes it feel extremely rich. And what you also get is this PM 2.5 filter that filters the air and tells you how good your air quality is both inside the cabin as well as outside. But it's the front of the cabin that really wows you. So as expected, that massive hyper screen on the inside, and this one particularly is really sharp and beautiful to use. You get the EQ menu up front here, but also in this case an off-road menu, which is pretty interesting. You get angles of inclination, you get your tire pressures and temperatures, and you even get your exact position. I'm not sure many people will take this car off-road, but it does have the clearance to go on a muddy road or a slushy path. Clearance, traction and loads of torque. Now in the past, Mercedes had these really large steering wheels for their luxury cars, and I'm happy to see here a more compact and sporty version with the airbag contained in this small driving box. Beautifully finished piano black, but some of these buttons are not easy to press, especially when your eyes are on the road and you're on the move. Capacitive touch buttons just don't work unless you can take your eyes off the road and look down at them, and that isn't nice. There's also this elevated section, this box here, beautifully finished wood with stars on top, and when you open it up you get these two cup holders, your wireless charger, USB ports, and further back a deep elbow box. Now this one here isn't too deep, but what you can do is place a lot of stuff down here. It's pretty practical. Also interesting is this PM 2.5 filter, and when you get into this menu you can see the difference between the inside of the car and the outside. You can also add perfume to it as long as you add a perfume vial inside the glove box. You can also cool the car like many others from this menu and set a timer and a temperature. And take a look at this 360-degree camera. It's pretty cool. Twirl it around. Look at where we are. The screen, of course, is slick, very fast, and an absolute joy to use. Also interesting is this passenger screen, which you can't see from the driver's seat. That's the reason I'm sitting here. And once you're sat here, you can switch it on and you get pretty much a replica of what you have here with all your essential items listed in this MBUX. You even get the off-road menu. Although it is a bit more expensive than rivals like the Audi Q8 e-tron and BMW's iX, the EQE SUV at 1.39 crores offers a lot of luxury car for the money. It has plenty of space on the inside, a really nice back seat, enough ground clearance, and comes loaded with the latest tech. It even has plenty of power, performance and range. The 90.56 kWh battery, for example, gets a 10-year warranty and gives it a WLTP range of 550 kilometers, around 450 in the real world. It also comes loaded with kit, and it even gets level 2 ADAS. That and the ability to charge at 170 kilowatt on a DC charger. So yes, while it is marginally more expensive, what it also delivers is potentially a lot more. So to round it up, the EQE clearly appears to be the most accomplished and well sorted Mercedes electric luxury car yet.